The Tla'amin people near Powell River have a new treaty giving full self-governing authority. This historic event was ushered in with a meeting at midnight on the first day of governance to enact the nation's new laws.
Good evening, everybody. I'd like to invite you all to take a seat, and I think most of you will be standing. My apologies on the seating. I wish we were further along on the building, but we're not. It's still symbolic that we're here. We're still here sharing this very special day with our friends, our partners, and most of all, importantly, our Tla'amin family.
The biggest part of the treaty for me is getting away from the Indian Act. It's an act that has really hamstrung our people and let some awful things happen along the way. So the biggest win for me is getting away from the Indian Act so that we can be more self-sufficient and develop things without having to go to Ottawa for approval. As a self-governing nation, that means a lot. Because we just burnt the Indian Act, we've got to enact about 54 or 56 laws that will replace the Indian Act so that we're not lawless here in the Tla'amin nations. Such a magical time right now, and you can hear all the songs and the drumming. It's all paying respect to the ancestors, and that's kind of why we felt it fitting, even though the new governance house is incomplete at the moment. But we wanted to do it here for the symbolism of welcoming in the effective date. So that's why we're here. We'll remember this night forever, and paying respect to the ancestors.
It is a very, very special night. We are in the last few hours of a life under an Indian Act at midnight, which is about an hour and 30 minutes away. Our council, our elected leaders, are going to go into session. They're going to bring to life laws. Those laws are laws that are made by Tla'amin, for Tla'amin, and they're about protecting our land. They're about protecting our resources. They're about organizing and protecting our finances. We're going to be setting up trust funds that are going to be benefiting generations of Tla'amin people to come. We're going to be approving land laws. We're going to be setting up a foundation for transferring 8,000 hectares of land from provincial crown to become Tla'amin lands. Our government is going to be the lawmaking authority over those lands, and all of that activity is starting in the next 90 minutes.
It's very uplifting and very, very rewarding in the sense that just to look around and see the faces of all of the people and to think about the generations yet to come and what will happen here. Self-government, this is the uniqueness of it, and I think that's part of what Canada is really all about. And it's a great country in which to live, and I think that when we really look down and make sure that we do these things in a respectful manner, this kind of thing happens.
You know, it's a very important time in our lives as First Nations people, Tla'amin people. We're anticipating the best to come, a good outcome. It's time. It is time to be able to part of a bigger world, to be able to do more. I think it opens the door for better opportunities for our people.
You know, it's just, I guess it's freedom. It's freedom. We're on our own now, rather than being looked after. You know, and not told what to do. That's the main thing, you know. What in my language that means very, very good. Yeah, okay?
Reporting for Shaw TV from Powell River, I'm John McKenzie.